Okay, in this part of the experiment is observing the Lissajous figures. So Lissajous figures we can observe. So as I discussed earlier, so I have two channels set up in here. Both channels are giving the signal from signal generator. Both are in 150 hertz, right? And so now here I can see only one signal because I changed into channel 1. So channel 2 I have 1 and 2 both together, right? So now normally if your channel 1 is channel 1 and 2, I gave the same peak to peak voltage which is 4 volt. So if I need to change one of that back to, I can change the output in the signal generator in here. Okay, I can change it. Usually it will not stay in the 2 when you start. So I already set up it into 2. So we will do it to the 2 and 2. And also that because I can have the both wave on the same voltage. So let me reduce a little bit. So now I have channel 1 and 2 together, right? So now when I make them closer to each other, so this will be create a kind of line. You see that it is a line. So when you make it stretch out your waves, that will be something like this, right? So now we need to make it to the Lissajous figure. So I have 150 and 150. And also I have the pace in both case is 0 actually. I set up into 0 almost. I can change it to 90 later. But we can observe the Lissajous figures by using the XY button. So most of the oscilloscope, you have this XY button on your horizontal axis. If not, you should have that in somewhere on your oscilloscope labelings. Okay, so XY button. What that means is you send one wave this way, X motion, and Y is voltage. And if you can send the Y as a voltage and the X as a time, I mean the Y as a time and X as a voltage, like opposite, these two will be create a Lissajous figures. That's what this XY button do. So this will move this way, this will move this way, then you will see a kind of diagonal line if they are in pace. But if they are little bit pace is different, then you will see the circle. So then if you change the frequency, you will go to the different Lissajous pattern. Okay, so let's move into the XY mode here. So now this is, I have 150, 150, and then I make it in the XY mode, then I will see this Lissajous figure. So let me make the intensity a little lower probably. Yeah, that should be good. And so now you can make this by changing the frequency a little bit if you want to make it stable. So you can change a little bit the frequency. That will create a circle stay in there, right? So you can adjust the frequency. And also we have the 0 phase. So that will be your circle that you will be able to see. So now let's move into the, I'm going to keep the 0 phase for the both of them, 150 and 150 hertz. That's the first one. And now I'm going to change one of the frequency of the signal generator to double of that. That means one of the frequency generator I have 300. So let's go and change that into 300. I'm going to type here 300 and hertz. And when I change into 300, 0 phase, I will be able to observe this pattern. This is the pattern that you observe 1 to 2 ratio of the frequency generators, right? So now let's take a look on when you have 1 to 3. So 1 to 3, I should have 150 and 450, right? So let's type 450 and we'll see the pattern. So now you have 3 kind of circles in there. So that is next Lissajous figure. And likewise, if you need to do the 4, so 4 times 150 is 600, right? You can try with 600. So likewise, you can change into different numbers and then you will see the pattern of each of those. Okay, so that's we call it as the Lissajous figures. Let me go back to 150 again. So that will be the Lissajous figures. So let me stop in here.